Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the content call. Today, I choose to take us on the difference between the digital and analog skill. But most importantly, we need to understand what a digital skill is and the reason each and every one of us should acquire at least one digital skill in this digital generation. Follow me as I take you on digital skills. I believe the explanation will be understandable here. Okay, let's go. What is a digital skill? Well, when you say digital skill, what does it mean? You could be saying digital skill, but let me try as much as possible to explain it. You can say that the digital skill is the ability, the expertise, the capacity, if I understand, to use digital technologies. Mind the digital technologies, you have to use digital technologies. Now, when you use digital technologies, digital tools, now you use digital technology, you use digital tools. These tools could be softwares, uh, then and digital platforms. Okay, the ability to use digital technologies, digital skills on a digital platform in order. What are you using them for? You are using it in order to solve problems, to perform tasks, solve problems. Now let's underline something. You have to solve problems with it, solve problems. Then when you perform tasks, solve problem, and what? Create value. Value, you have to create value. So when you're able to use these things to perform tasks by solving purpose problem and create value, you have a skill, and that skill is digital skill. What do you mean by digital technologies to start with? Can say digital technologies, the ability to use digital technologies. Digital technologies are simple. Things like your phone, the phone you are using to watch your smartphone is a digital device. You can say laptop or computer, okay? Is among what else? Digital technologies. We have the internet. Yeah, the internet is one of them. After the internet, you can say the clouding. You can say cloud. You can say your AI. Fine. Artificial intelligence. These are digital technologies because there are technologies in this digital era. Now, what are the digital tools or softwares which you use to work? In the digital tools or software, you can say things like the Microsoft. You can say Microsoft Excel, there are Microsoft PowerPoint, and the rest of them. They are the softwares. You can say during when you are talking about coding now, you now have VS Code. VS Code is where you write your code. Understand? These are digital tools. Apart from that, you have when you want to do design, you have things like Canva. You have some things like Figma. Okay, Figma. All these things are digital tools or softwares that enable you to work. Now, what are digital platforms? This one is very, very general. The platform you are watching me is social media. Either you are watching me on Instagram, X, on Facebook, YouTube. These ones are among them. These ones are digital platforms. You can say social medias. Okay. Social media are digital platforms. You can see streaming platforms. You can things like Spotify. Okay, Spotify, and the rest of them. You can say YouTube and the rest of them. So these are the places where you work with digital skills. Oh, digital skills. That is to say, if you have a skill that enables you to work on digital technologies, using digital softwares on the digital platform, you have a digital skill. So that is this explanation of digital skills. Let me tell you on the difference between the analog and digital skills. Okay, thank you. Now that you have known what digital skill is, Let me try to tell us the difference between the conventional skills, which I call the analog skill, and the digital skill. In this explanation, I'm not trying to undermine people that has the analog or conventional skill. I praise them. Anybody that has any skill, they are problem solvers. I praise them. But I'm trying to encourage them to transition from this analog or conventional skill to digital skill. And anyone that doesn't even have the analog, let alone the digital, that is the word. So you should try and find yourself going here. This is because here is where the word is. This place, digital, I call it the global scene. Okay, this is the global scene. Someone that has a skill here is competing on a global level. Why this? I call it the local scene. You are in the local, you are competing locally. So that is the key points you should have in mind before we go. Now, when we talk about the analog skill, we have people like, say, the tilers, tiling. When you say tiling, we have plumbing. When you have plumbing, then we have, can say carpentry, carpentry. When you have carpentry, can say bricklayer. So when you have, let's stop here and so design and the rest of fashion design and the rest of it. These are the analog skills, or I call it conventional skills. These are the people that you cannot do without. You're building a house, you must need a carpenter, you can see, you need a plumber, you need a tiler in your daily life. They come to help you do one or two things. You have the fashion designer, you sew your new clothes. You don't do without them. They have skill and you work with them. But there is something there is a problem here. A tiler, for instance, when you see a tiler that is in Port Harcourt City, right now I'm in Port Harcourt City delivering this lecture. A tiler that is in Port Harcourt City cannot do a job. It's even difficult to do a job in Lagos unless with connection, because there are other tilers in Lagos. Unless someone say you are very, very exceptional, I will pay your flight or bus ticket to Lagos. So if you're a tiler in Port Harcourt, just even there are some part of Port Harcourt you cannot get job. Just hope in your estate, in your neighboring environment is where you have your job. Now we are talking about Lagos. A tiler in Nigeria, Port Harcourt cannot go and tile a house in Canada. There is no magic that can take you to Canada. So that is why I'm telling you that you're operating on a local scene. You can only make tile for people in your neighborhood. Same applies to plumbing. So nobody can call a plumber to go to Ghana and do work and go and do plumbing in Germany. That is the local scene. Same with carpentry and bricklayer. In as much as these people are important, at the time they are limited to people in their environment. These are the people that they work for. And when in an estate of 250 people, and out of that 250 residents, we have about 20 plumbers. Some plumbers in this estate can no longer get job. The place will be saturated. Same with other skills. Because you are operating on a local scene, that is why you are limited. You face all kinds of competition because in your estate it cannot be more than 250. Now let's go to the global scene. What happens to digital skill? For instance, let's say a programmer, a front-end programmer, or a full-stack programmer. In this other one, let's say programmer. We call it coder. Some people can say coder. Programmer, we can say UI stroke UX designer. Okay? Designer. We can say software blockchain developer, dev. Okay, we can say blockchain dev. Let's just stop here. Or we say even a video editor. Okay, video editor. Now let's stop here. These ones are digital skills. What a programmer needs is internet, www, and and you are good to go. Know what you are doing and have the internet. You can be at the confine of your house and you deliver a job for someone in Canada, deliver a job for someone in Ethiopia, deliver a job for someone in Cameroon, someone in France. In fact, they don't even need to see you or know you most time. It's just, can you do it? Then you begin to use one of those uh, platforms that I introduced to you. You connect with them and you deliver job, and you are being paid for it. Same with UI UX designer, same with blockchain developer, same with video editor. All these things can be done across the internet using different softwares and tools. This is a very big difference. Now, coming to the global scene, global scene cannot be saturated. Do you know how many people there are in the world? Only in Nigeria. So if this side, part of the world is saturated, you throw your ad to another part of the world and you do work for them. So in this place, you are limited to your estate, you are limited to your local government, you are limited to your state, and you are limited to Nigeria. But in this state, which is the global stage, you are unlimited. Like you own the world. That is where we begin to talk about the digital skill. Now look, the reason you should go the digital side. Some of us could say, I'm not an internet kind of person. Well, this is another topic I have to give you. But this time around, I'm able to explain to you the difference between analog and digital skill. If you are here, you are 50%. You could be feeding fine and doing everything to yourself and your family. Try to see yourself. But if you are here, you are 100%. From here, you begin to live well. You don't have the risk of accident. You don't need to want to go and do tiling work. I have an accident. I don't have petrol to fuel my vehicle to do carpentry work. Yeah. Another person has submitted quotation visa. That is not your problem. Once you are here, you don't have this kind of problem. You're not paying for any vehicle. Nobody. The only accident you should be afraid of is your house falling to collapse on you. It doesn't happen often. So this is why you should always try to transition from the local to the digital. And that is why Contact Hub is here to take you on all these skills, whereby you can stay at the comfort of your home, you can learn on your base, open your computer, open your phone, deliver a job to someone you don't even know and don't know your person, and you get paid for it. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this lecture, kindly subscribe, follow, and share this message so that I get to the whole people that we are now in the internet and digital age. Don't be left behind. Thank you.